Imagine a tale woven so intricately with love, trust, and betrayal that it captures the essence of the human heart in its rawest form. A story that starts with childhood sweethearts, two souls intertwined through life's simplest and most complex moments, building a life together from the ground up. They were each other's firsts, their lives a testament to enduring love until the unimaginable happens, shaking the very foundation of their existence. This is not just a story. It's a journey through the depths of betrayal, a glimpse into a heart shattered by the one it held dearest. As we peel back the layers of a love that once seemed unbreakable, we find ourselves at the crossroads of forgiveness and despair, challenging the limits of what one can bear. But this narrative is more than its heartbreak. It's about the resilience of the human spirit, the complexity of relationships, and the painful path towards healing and understanding. As secrets unravel and truths come to light, we're left with the haunting question: can love truly conquer all, or are some betrayals too deep to overcome? Join us as we delve into a story that is as mesmerizing as it is devastating, one that will leave you questioning the very nature of love, loyalty, and forgiveness. This is a tale that promises to grip your heart, stir your soul, and leave you yearning for answers, yet fearing what they might reveal. Welcome to a narrative where every moment is a crossroad, every decision echoes through the annals of time, and every heartache is a step towards a truth that might just change everything. Without further delay, let's begin to unravel. Not even sure where to start this. My wife and I dated all of high school and went to college together. We have literally been each other's everything since we were 14. We were each other's firsts. We married at 20 and had a kid at 23. We scratched our way up to middle class from literally nothing. It would be an understatement to say that our lives are so intertwined that separating would be catastrophic for both of us. I love this woman with every fiber of my being, which makes this betrayal so much more difficult. Fast forward a few years to 2006, when our daughter is 2 years old. My brother, 5 years older than me, is recently divorced from his wife. He was trying to get back on his feet, so I wanted to help in any way I could. I offered him our spare room for as long as he needed it. We cooked for him, cleaned up behind him, and helped him get his life together. After a few months, I noticed that he and my wife were buddying up a lot more than normal. I started noticing things that didn't quite sit right. I am leaving out a lot of details. But eventually, they started texting all the time and talking on the phone when he wasn't at our house. I knew there was something going on. But every time I brought it up, I was made to feel like a jealous idiot. After a while, there was little to no attempt to hide it. I went into a dark spiral of depression. The only thing that kept me going was my daughter. This went on for several months. One day, I finally checked my wife's phone and saw that they had been sexting. My world absolutely fell apart. Trying to be the bigger person, I called them both together for a sit-down. They both agreed that nothing had ever been physical. They looked into my eyes and swore to me that the sexting was the extent of the affair. I swallowed my pride and tried to forgive in an effort to keep my family together. I would not hesitate to say that this incident broke my brain. I have suffered from severe depression and anxiety as a direct result of this betrayal. Fast forward 17 years to the present day. My wife and I have had another child. Our lives are finally becoming comfortable. Life is good. On some idle Wednesday, my wife and I were talking, and I caught her in a small lie. After needling her for hours, she finally admitted to kissing, snuggling, over the clothes fondling, sending nudes, and having phone sex. My life seemed to fall apart worse than it did 15 years ago. I called my entire life into question, including the fatherhood of my second daughter. She has his blue eyes. I spoke with my brother and let him know that I had my wife's side of the story, but now I needed his. Based on how they matched up, I would decide on how drastically I would take this. I used everything in my power to interrogate him for hours. For the most part, their stories lined up. There was a lot of "I don't remember" from both of them, though. I highly doubt that is something easily forgotten. I let him know that we were done and to never contact anyone in my family again. During the interrogation, I caught them in a lie about when the affair ended. They had promised me that the affair had ended back when I caught them the first time 17 years ago. However, through some Sherlock-level observations, I proved that their affair kept going after I caught them. This devastated me. I was so fragile, betrayed, and broken, I considered just ending it so many times. And she knew this. They both did. It kills me to know that I was so close to ending myself, and she couldn't keep herself from him. Fast forward month. After catching my wife in more lies, her entire story unraveled. She admitted to having sex with him while she was at a work conference. She claims that this only happened once, and that it was very awkward because he couldn't maintain an erection. She said she faked an orgasm, he finished, and then he immediately left. According to her, they never had any more physical contact. My brother married another woman and has been with her ever since. I may be a fool, but I am confident that the affair ended about 6 months after I caught them the first time. I don't know if I should believe that she has been faithful ever since. So, anyway, here I sit. I have been married to this woman that I adore for 22 years. Our entire lives are woven together, so much so that I question if either of us can function without the other. I feel betrayed all over again. My wife is telling me that she lied to me to save our marriage. That I can't hold her responsible for dumb things she did 17 years ago. I am really trying to make peace with this, but I don't have a clue where to go from here. Is it worth ruining my life and decimating my family to teach my wife a lesson about something she did 17 years ago? Am I just being an idiot for believing her? I honestly don't know, but I feel that dark abyss of depression slowly creeping back to the front of my mind. It frankly scares the hell out of me, and I don't know where to go from here. I am trying to maintain some semblance of normality for my youngest daughter. She has 4 years of high school left, so my plan right now is to move into our basement for the next 4 years. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I don't feel like a man. I have lost all confidence in myself. I just feel like some useless weakling who can't stand up for himself and has been made a fool of time and time again. Please help me, anonymous strangers of YouTube. Update number 1. Everything went sideways this morning. I caught her in another lie. Finally, she admitted that they had sex multiple times in Fleabag Highway motels while I was away for work, just like so many of you said. So, slight change in plans. I have a lawyer. My daughters both know. Her family knows. She is moving to the basement until alternative arrangements can be made. I will be keeping the house. Thank you all for your kind words and support. Update number 2. I am doing a little better. My brother still refuses to respond to me. I am pretty sure that he blocked my number. I decided to tell his wife, his ex-wife, his daughter, as many of his friends as I knew, and his employer. If I can't have my pound of flesh, I will spread chaos in his world. Despite not having anyone to turn to, I feel like I am in a better place. I honestly thank all of you for giving me the pickup I needed. Out of all the posts and replies, I don't think I got a single negative one. That speaks to all of your quality and caliber. This will probably be my last update. I promise I will pay it forward. This is where this story ends. As the OP stated, it is the final update to this story. Most people on here think that I manipulate these stories just for clickbaits and more views. I want to make it clear that I don't change any details of these stories. I make some minor changes in terms of grammar and making these stories easier to understand for everyone. Other than that, I don't change anything in the stories, and I try to include every tiny detail, even though they are deleted or hard to find. Once again, if you are new here and just stumbled upon my video, make sure to subscribe and like this video. My only dream is to reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel, and it seems only a small amount of that is left. So, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.